In this video, I'm going to talk about the 6 things I hate about this car. This is an ongoing video series where I make a video about things I hate and things I love, and it's not always as strong as the title suggests, so just bear with me. It's more fun, this video, than to be taken absolutely serious. But in this video, I want to talk about the 6 things I hate about the Audi SQ6 E-Tron Sportback, which is actually a car I really like, but it's not perfect, and I'm going to show you some of its annoying and unbearable flaws. I want to show you guys something that I really don't understand what the Germans are doing when other car manufacturers are moving away from this, and that is glossy black plastics. You have this panel here, which is a smart, idea. I like this, where have a lot of, the functions in one place, and it's really easy to use, but it's just already nasty and dusty and covered in dirt. You have the same for the steering wheel. You have this glossy black plastics. You also have it on that trim, but the worst has to be the center console, which just looks nasty, just collecting so much dust, and also below the air vent. I don't understand why Audi have chosen to go so hard with this glossy black plastic, which just looks terrible and nobody wants and everybody complains about. Audi, what the heck are you doing? I hate this. What's really weird about the Audi SQ6 is that in the rear, despite this car being quite a bit longer on the exterior compared to its little brother, the Q4, there isn't a centimeter or even half a centimeter more legroom in the rear. So as a family vehicle, the rear seat isn't more roomy. There's no more space in the trunk. It's just not more practical. So if you want more car for your more money, when it comes to practicality, you're not going to get that with the Audi SQ6 e-tron over its cheaper and smaller brother. And I really hate that. I really don't understand the logic here, Audi. In my review, I explained what I really like about this interior. I think it is a masterclass when it comes to user experience, when it comes to ergonomics, and also everything, or the most things you touch, just feels very solid. There's like a sense of quality and solidity. But with that being said, there are also a lot of cheap and nasty touch plastics. Some of the switchgear also just feels cheap, and then you have this nasty cover around the grab handle, which you're looking at all the time. Every time you enter and exit the vehicle, you have this dreadful plastic cover, which is in the nastiest plastic. I really don't mind it down below. That is completely fine, but high up in the cabin, where Audi can do better, yeah, I really hate that, and I'm going to complain about that until they fix it someday, because I have not experienced a cheaper or a more expensive Audi ever that just has failed so badly with cheap touch plastics high up in the cabin. We're going to look at it and constantly be reminded that, yeah, for that you overpaid for this car, because it's just terrible and I hate it. I mean, sure, this is a really good looking electric SUV. I think this Sportback version is just one of the best pieces of SUV design the past decade. It's just so good looking in my opinion. But it is also so expensive, and like the value for money proposition here is really poor. It's about twice the price of an Xpeng G6 or a Tesla Model Y long-range dual motor spec'd this way. And it is no more practical, and it is no more faster, but yes, it's beautiful. But this, especially the SQ6 version over the normal Q6, and once you start piling on options, this can get so expensive. So from a value proposition, this may just be one of the worst deals out there. And I really hate the fact that Audi have gone that route and pricing it as hard and as high as they have. So the Audi SQ6 e-tron has a volume knob that, falls quite to your fingertips. In other Audis, it's a little bit closer, but the fact that it has it, I'm not going to complain. That is very good. but the placement isn't very practical. If you have a water bottle here, like you have to reach around, which is really weird. But if you have several water bottles like here, it's in the way. So you have to reach around this way or that way, and it kind of neglects, you know, having a volume knob there at all. Why wouldn't they just, you know, move it here or here? There's a lot of room. You could have it here or here or here or here, but here where it's hidden, like that's something you're going to use all the time. So I hate the fact that they've chosen to place it in the worst possible place in this small square of center console. That's just weird. And lastly, guys, the Audi SQ6 E-Tron is actually a lot more noisy than you would expect for its price point. I've started to do noise tests at 80, 100, and 120 kilometers an hour. You can go check out my range test for the exact results of this car and compare it to other vehicles. But believe me, guys, for the price, you would expect this to be a lot quieter than it is. So there you go, guys. As you saw, it's not the end of the world, and you may be thinking I'm nitpicking, but this is just me and my opinion. The things here that bother me may not actually bother you. So I, recommend you guys to go out and test drive one of these. Maybe watch my review, maybe watch the things I like and love, and also watch my range test to find out more about this car in detail if you're interested in other aspects. But it is a great car, but it is also plagued with really annoying flaws, as I showed in this video. So let me know down below, is there something I missed that you hate more than what I hate? Let me know in the comment section down below. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please drop me a thumbs up down below. And for more car content, as always, please subscribe. See you guys later and goodbye.